Alright, this is a Solis Master 5000. The client is complaining of a leak. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to remove the top. We're going to remove the water tank and the bean hopper and take a look around inside and see what else we can find. Leaked, popped hose, something like that. Leaking boiler. We have the top off. And now we're going to come over here, take a look straight down. You see this? That right there is an indication that the boiler is leaking. That's lime scale that is happening after the boiler starts to heat up and boil off the water. That's the residue that's left behind. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn the machine on. We're going to pressurize the circuit, the water circuit, with the boiler inside to make sure that yes, we are in fact getting some water out of here. And I don't know if you can see this very well, but right down on the side over here and over there, there's a lot of lime scale. I bet you this boiler's leaking all the way around. Oh, see it down there? See all that water leaking down there? Can you see that? Now, where is that coming from? Let's see if we can spot that for the camera. Right out of the side of the boiler there. See it coming out. Alright, as you can see, we have pulled the unit out of its housing, and we are going to give you a quick showing a little bit better of the way this looks. See how much lime scale buildup there is there? Wow. Yeah, that thing's leaking pretty good. Now, if your boiler looks like that, you can bet good money that that you're leaking. So to give you guys a quick heads up of what the brand new boiler looks like, you'll see that there's no lime scale buildup around the sides. Now the reason why this happens is because you have one, what we call a clamshell here, and we have one clamshell here. And there's an O-ring that goes along the outside. And essentially as pressure and temperature build up in here and this O-ring starts to dry rot, it's very easy for the pressure to push through with the water through the parts of the O-ring that are bad. Usually we see it around here at the top, at here at the bottom, and after long periods of time of exposure right along the main seam. So we're going to go ahead and replace the boiler for this client, and this client should be good to go. Alright, I don't think that I mentioned this before, but as you can see, this area right here looks a lot like the Saeco Vienna Deluxe models and the Saeco Super Automatic models. These are pretty basic platforms. What you need to know at this point in time is that there is, anytime you're dealing with the hydraulic water lines on these units, there are always two O-rings two very small O-rings that go back to back before you put it in to the slot. Always use lubrication, food grade safe lubrication, to make sure that you reduce the friction from the O-ring going into the metal. One other thing that I would like to show you while we are here is, this is the pump. The pump has, I hope I can get this in for you guys. So this number right here is the date the pump was born on. Now it's European dating, so the middle, the 11 right there, is the month. This is the year, the 00, which is 2000, and 21 is the day. So this pump was born on November 21st, 2000, which means that this pump just celebrated its 13th birthday. So that's how you can tell how old your pump is, and if your pump has never been replaced, you'll be able to tell that's when you're essentially when you bought your machine, or within 5 or 6 months of that date. Alrighty, we're going to put the machine back together and give it a test. Heat it up now, and we're going to go ahead and make our first cup of coffee. There you go. First cup of espresso after the boiler was put in. And it looks like she's going to go together just fine. Very nice. And that's the replacement of the boiler on the Solis 5000.